is Charlotte, and I will be talking to you about the organic industrial food chain and its benefits. For years in the country, we've been trying to find the perfect food chain to benefit us. Eating local seems like the best idea for your health, as prices are expensive and make you think which is more important, gas for your car or groceries. Local is the food that comes from a farm or a farmer's market. This food is grown without any chemicals, and the animals are in wide open fields with plenty of grass to eat. It's the American dream. But this is far different from industrialized food. Eating food from industrial places seems like the best for your wallet, but is it worth compromising your health just for some easy, cheap food? Industrial is the food that is sold by large fast food companies such as McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's, and more. The crop is grown with plenty of chemicals to keep off pests in the large fields. The animals at industrial farms are kept in very cramped spaces and fed feed that can contain other animals and pumped full of antibiotics. To feed America, we need a food chain that will support the needs we have, because right now we have a very big food dilemma. This food chain that will support America is organic industrial, which is affordable, healthy, and better for the environment. This food chain will be able to keep up your healthy lifestyle while making sure the earth is also cared for. Industrial food uses harmful chemicals that when sprayed on crops or washed into waterways. As said by Michael Pollan in his book, Omnivore's Dilemma, organic farming does not allow chemical weed killers. This is because the FDA sets stricter guidelines for organic farming than for industrial farming. When farming organic industrial, when it rains on the crops, no toxic chemicals can find their ways into our waterways, thus poisoning the water. Also, the chemical weed killers that most farms use are very toxic to humans. As said by the University of Santa Barbara, the water that contains pesticide runs off agricultural areas and contaminates groundwater in the ocean, affecting the health of humans and the environment. There can also be health concerns to humans directly from the consumption of pesticide-containing produce, and especially for people spraying the crops with pesticides. These waterways will lead into rivers that will lead into the oceans. The nitrogen-rich fertilizer is poisonous to wildlife in the oceans and rivers. These species will slowly die off, further affecting the ecosystems and the rivers that depend on these animals to thrive. Also, the food at organic industrial farms is treated without harmful chemicals, making it a lot healthier for your bodies, because nothing toxic has been able to seep into the crop, making it dangerous. The food without chemicals will keep you from increasing your risk of cancer and other fatal diseases. The chemicals are absorbed into the plant itself, which will poison your food. As said by Michael Pollan, it is estimated that only about half the fertilizers are actually absorbed by the plants. The remaining chemicals pollute the atmosphere, soils, and waterways. The use of toxic chemicals not only poisons the earth, but eating industrial is not only harming you, but the earth. Whereas organic industrial does not harm you or the health of our earth. The animals in organic industrial farms are not fed antibiotics or fed processed feed. The chickens at organic industrial farms are much happier and healthier than chickens at industrial farms. As said by Michael Pollan, organic birds have it pretty good. They get a few more squares per living space per bird. The animals at organic industrial farms are treated without chemicals or antibiotics, so they're happier and healthier. These chickens have more space to move around and live than a chicken at an industrial farm. With the space that they have, it allows the chickens to move around, which is necessary for any life. The animals at industrial farms are pumped full of antibiotics. As said by Michael Pollan, in a shed attached to the mills that's liquid vats of vitamins. Beside them are 50-pound sacks of antibiotic drugs. The animals at industrial farms are treated with antibiotics and fed processed feed that contains other animal parts. Both these make the animals very sick. Yover's processed feed makes the chickens fat, as you can see here, making it impossible for them to hold their own weight and move. And the antibiotics make the animals very sick because they're overpumped and it's not what nature intended for them to eat. Right now, people think to eat healthy, you need to have lots of money. But to eat healthy, you don't need to have a lot of money. You just need to know what to buy. As said by Dr. Oz in his article, Give Frozen Peas a Chance. Let's be clear. You don't need to eat like the 1% to be healthy. Organic industrial food is an affordable way for people who can't afford expensive food from farmers markets. People will often think that to eat healthy, you need to have lots of money to afford the extreme price of local food. But if you're smart, you can find healthy food anywhere in your market. It's shown that people will often desire health over cost, as said by Francis Burks. However, consumers' desire for more variety and healthier foods at restaurants sometimes outweigh their concerns about cost. When people buy food, they will look at how healthy a product is, where does it come from, what's included, how was it grown, but never look at the cost of the product. To many people, it seems the healthier the food is, the cost no longer matters. But people with less money will try to find the cheapest calories they can to fill them. As said by Michael Pollan, people with limited money will spend their money on food that are the cheapest calories they can find. Industrial food is the cheapest food, but it has little to no health benefits, whereas organic industrial food is still cheap while being organic. As humans, we have the instinct to find the most filling calories because it's human nature to think that we may not ever find another meal. This is why many people will enjoy and will buy fatty foods. But now people are worrying more about their health and their money. So finding food that is both filling and cheap is really hard. But organic industrial is filling and cheap. But like anything organic industrial does have its flaws. Looking at all the great things organic industrial does, it seems like the perfect food chain. But like everything, it has its downfalls. An example is that the animals at organic industrial farms are still crowded in areas with other animals. But these farms, as you can see here, are still better for the animals than that would live at a CAFO. The food is not always local when you buy organic industrial. For example, food can be flown from all over the world to your supermarket and still be called organic. This does increase the carbon footprint we already have by using a lot of fossil fuels to transport food from all over the world. But local sustainable does happen to use more fossil fuels. As said by Michael Pollan, I drove 150 miles to get to Polyface to get the food I needed. With the amount that people will drive to get to their food, it will drastically increase the carbon footprint. The local food will be closer, but how long will that take? Where can you grow in a big city? In a garden at home, you won't be able to live off the food that you grow in your tiny garden. And raising and killing your own meat seems like a hard task, and you get that tang of guilt. So, organic industrial is the best option, even with its downfalls. All in all, the best food chain is organic industrial. It supports you, the earth, and your world. Changing the way America eats can fix problems like obesity, the health of our earth, and all it will take is for you to think before you eat. Choose what food will keep you healthy and the planet. So next time you're in the store, make a difference and buy food that comes from organic industrial places.